Another day in the life of an Irish amateur boxer living in Vancouver on my Easter break. There's no morning mass on Gaudy Thursday, so instead I started with my morning prayers, then cracked straight into an ab workout, followed by glute work and a full body stretch as usual. And I followed this up with breakfast, which is, surprise surprise, sweet potato and eggs. But this morning I actually added some leftover ham and parmesan which I had to use up, and oh, let me tell you, it might be the way forward. This one is a definite must try. I had this with some chai rooibos tea, which I can assure you does not fill the chai latte void. However, we're going to stay strong, as I'll definitely have one Easter Sunday. I then done some neck strengthening a while before having my pre-training cinnamon apple overnight oats, and I also prepared a smoothie to take with me on the way, which had frozen berries, Greek yogurt, milk, cherry juice and pumpkin spice. Even threw in some ice because it's a hot day today. I drank this on the bus to training before completing a nice pad work session, and refueled with a banana, peeled the only correct way to peel a banana, before finishing off the session with some isometric holds, which are a part of my oblique rehab plan, and stretch it out as usual to prevent any injury risk. I made my way to the city after training while tuning into the theatrical Man United Europa League game. United have just bottled the lead with a 104th minute goal. What's new? United are a shambles. What is going on?
And it's Harry Maguire. United.
I ate my honey garlic chicken in the sun outside the barber shop as I sat and edited some clips for a while before heading in for a trim. Then after seeing the menu in the restaurant neighbouring the barber shop, it was hard to not be tempted by nostalgia and throw back to my favourite lasagna Thursday from school, which was devoured in excellent fashion, of course. I then walked through part of the city towards the bus station as I listened to the Stick to the Football podcast and felt obliged to take advantage of the good weather we're having this week, so I made a quick pit stop at Kitts Beach for a nice little dip in the sea. Then I went to Whole Foods to pick up what was going to need to be a mammoth of a sweet potato if it's going to make up one of my only 3 meals tomorrow. I also grabbed a flatbread and some chicken drumsticks for tonight's dinner, as I'm trying to eat a little extra today, conscious that tomorrow will consist of only 3 meatless meals to get me through my training. From there I headed to Holy Week evening mass for Holy Thursday, and I made my dinner when I got home. I prepared my chicken drumsticks with a honey Dijon glaze and threw them in the oven while I went for a shower. And then I had my flatbread pizza style with tomato sauce, pork, pineapple and cheese. I paired this with some kimchi, a kiwi and tart cherry juice to promote a good night's sleep, right before finishing off my night by watching some sparring clips.